Western medicine is all allopathy, they are not homeopathy. Allo is against, pati is disease. Anything you give against a disease is called. Ayurveda can all be made into a tablet, why not? What's wrong? But there is a big difference. All Western medicine tablets are chemicals, reductionist chemicals, whereas all Eastern medicines, Tibetan, Chinese or Indian, are holistic herbs. As a holistic herb, the body's intelligence accepts as mine. Reductionist chemical, the body says this is poison and I must throw it away, and it's thrown into the liver. So all the Western medicines that I give and you take are not going to help you at all, and it's only your faith in me that helps. Kairashin solluvaangale. So Ayurveda is that way safer in the sense adverse drug reactions, the biggest killer today, is not there so much. But unfortunately, when money gets into these things, everything gets spoiled. Today in the name of Ayurveda, because it's easier without much restrictions to sell it, all kinds of poisons are sold to the public. So don't believe any one of these things. And if you really want Ayurveda, and if you know Ayurveda, or you know somebody who genuinely practices Ayurveda, I tell you, this is a great science, a holism. Whereas the Western medical science is reductionism, doesn't apply to the holistic human body, and we are a square plug in a round hole. So you tell your friend's mother or grandmother, okay, take this tablet, don't tell her what the tablet is. And if you tell her this is a tablet which will cure, even sand particle or silver, just glucose tablet does as well as any other thing, because that's called the placebo effect.
Okay, sir. Sir, following up on the same question, why do you think Ayurvedic medicine is not given priority even in India?
That's a good question. I think that's $1 million question. Which student asked that? He's a brilliant boy. Or she.
Sir.
Who is that? Oh, good. Parent Tambi? What's your name?
What is your
Naresh.
name?
Where are you from? Andhra Pradesh. Naresh, I'll tell you something. All this run on economics. 1910, there were 240 medical colleges in America teaching everything under the sun. Western medicine, herbal medicine, Tibetan medicine, chiropractic, homeopathy, osteopathy, radiotherapy. You ask, they used to teach, and they were all flourishing. Then the three big rich people in America wanted to control the world. Now are you recording this? Shall I tell the names? I don't want to tell their names. If you are recording it, I won't tell their names. Anyway, three people, okay? Three human beings. Record பண்றாங்களா? அப்ப வேண்டாம். Three human beings. They came together, the richest people in America. They came together and said, look, we are doing very well individually. We are competing with one another. So we can control this world if we club together. So they made a consortium. And then they hired 10 brilliant American brains, all economists, and said, tell us how to control the world. This was in 1910. So they told, these people took $50 million, enjoyed life, and said, help war. You know, the First World War starting in Europe, and Europeans didn't have money. So these people pumped money into the war. And they said, you pump war, in the war, you dominate the world. But unfortunately, what happened by 1918, 4 years, this audit showed 15 million white young men died. If Africans had died or Indians had died, nothing would have happened. But white men died. And what happened? You have a new word in English language, spinster. That means girls didn't have husbands. So they started spinning. And children didn't have fathers. So they were worried. White man dying, they'll be worried. So they called another group of economists and said, no, this didn't work. Tell us how to control the world. Do you know the second group said, control world's education and you will control the world. That is where they wanted to control education. And one of the methods of controlling education was medical education. So 47 of these 240 medical colleges were funded by these people, these three people. And these were the only medical colleges using their own oil-based chemical drugs. The first drug is Nujol. Nujol in Latin means new oil. This was a byproduct of naphtha conversion into petrol. And what did they do? They didn't want to waste this Nujol. So they called a group called scientists, quote unquote. You know what scientists is? Science is what scientist does. Did you know that? No, you didn't know that. No, then very bad. Science is what scientists do. So they told them, scientifically find out whether we can use this Nujol for treating diseases. So they said fine, they got the money. So they caught hold of a few rats, injected adrenaline. Rats became mad, running helter-skelter here and there. They took the same rat, injected Nujol into it. Rat became a zombie. Oh, like that. They said this is a very good drug for mad people. So that was the first drug introduced to control madness, quote unquote madness. Don't call it madness. And that is called largactil, large acting. Have you heard of that? It's called chlorpromazine. All of you must have known, if you don't get sleep, one chlorpromazine, largactil, compost, this, that, blah, 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 blah. From there to SSIs now, we've got hundreds of chemical molecules, all of them. And then they told the President of America, because they elected him. Who elects the President? Money bags. What controls the world? Money, man. That's why this man is very important. You know. So what happened? They told the President, look, we don't want the other colleges to run. The President said, okay, I will appoint a one-man commission to study these colleges to see whether they are all scientific or not. And whom did they appoint? Abraham Flexner. Who was Abraham Flexner? A headmaster in Andrew Carnegie High School. The one-man commission called the Flexner Commission in 1910 went round the United States of America in 6 months and said, these 47 colleges are only scientific. They are doing evidence-based medicine. The rest of them are unscientific. Unlike in India, the government did not ban those colleges because there will be what is called Dharan and all, and the other. What the government did, every morning in New York Times, front page, they advertise this. 47 good, rest of them bad. And students are very intelligent. After the first year, none of them applied for the other colleges. The other colleges died a natural death. Did you now know the origin of scientific medicine? Based on the Flexner report. Go back, go to the internet and see Flexner report, Abraham Flexner's report, 1910. You will know exactly this. A school headmaster trying to find out whether science is medical college or medical college science. Anyway, those 47 have now grown into about 200 odd. So it became overnight science. So it's not science at all. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So Ayurveda is a good science because it's holistic science and it has science. Our thing is we use linear mathematics in a non-linear system. You understand that? Linear science, you all know, linear systems you can apply Euclidean mathematics. But non-linear system you get Mandelbrot's mathematics or non-linear mathematics. We don't know anything. Now for example, heart, you go to a doctor like me, a fool like me, what I will say, your ejection fraction is 40%. What does it mean? I am applying a linear thing, the portion of the blood pumped out by each contraction as right. Now what is happening? Heart is not a Euclidean structure at all. It is not a square, it's not a round, it's not a triangle. So how can you do that? So we have a square plug in a round hole. You see this? This is our science. So we don't have a science. I should be saying that in IIT, but I'm saying this is what is happening. And we do research on the same science. Reductionist chemicals in holistic system. And the holistic system, which is controlled by the mind, you don't know where the mind is, never mind.